Hello and welcome everyone. This is Type V3 with a Gunpla review of the 1 to 144th scale, real grade Wing Gundam EW, the Katoki redesigned variant of Mobile Suit Gundam Wing's lead hero. The contents of this model kit break down into 7 main plastic runners, 1 RG inner frame, and an extensive decal sticker sheet. Now, to make things clear, this Gunpla is in fact a retool of the real-grade Wing Gundam Zero EW that was released exactly 1 year prior to this kit. As a result, if you ignore the difference in colors, you'll find the build process to be largely similar to the preceding release. Actually, the core build of the body is identical save for some mods with the forearms and head. The major differences lie within the backpack unit and the accessories, though they're not the most demanding pieces to build out. Moreover, much like the Zero, this Wing Gundam is very much one of the more simpler real-grade kits to assemble. The Katoki variant of the Wing Gundam has always been more complex in design than the original model, and this quality fits in well with real grade's busier aesthetics. Even from just this straight build, you get the sense that there's a lot going on with the visuals. There's punches of color everywhere, there's a decent amount of surface sculpting, and even the two-tone white leg armor seems more noticeable. The proportions are about correct for the Wing Gundam, and the huge, well-constructed wings certainly take center stage as the main piece of eye candy. Color separation is mostly exceptional apart from the head sculpt. The venting on the sides lacks it entirely. Otherwise, presentation on the Wing EW is fairly good out of the box. When it comes to further detailing, I don't think this kit requires much extra. The only area that I feel is worth painting in are those vents in the head sculpt. Between that and applying the decals, you can have a pretty great looking mobile suit. Again, this Gundam's inherent design is so busy that excessive detailing may not necessarily result in an improvement. Of course, the kit has plenty of panel and edge lining opportunities if that's the route you want to go down. Also, nub marks aren't too much of an issue with this kit either. For size, the RG Wing EW stands at about 4.5 inches tall. It's small, though definitely the correct scale for this 90s mobile suit. The entire head is on a ball joint with decent range, while the base of the neck is on a forward hinge. The waist is on a ball joint, and there's an ab crunch too. The shoulder pads are on a hinge, though their connection to the arm is very loose. The shoulders themselves are on universal joints. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, a hinged ball joint at the wrist, and the real grade hands have a separate thumb, index finger, and 3-finger combo. Both the front and rear hip skirts are each on ball joints, with the side skirts on a limited swiveling hinge. The hips are on universal joints. There's a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, front and rear adjustable ankle armor. The ankles have a forward hinge. There's a slight ankle tilt, and there's a joint in both the midfoot and toe. The wing connection allows them to move up and down as well as in and out. On the wings, there's an opening flap and a slight extension at the edge. Overall, the Wing EW is decently articulated all around. Ankles are definitely the weak point, so you'll most likely need a flight stand for the best displays. On the accessory front, this kit includes 3 extra pairs of hands. They are fists, open palms, and gripping hands. For weapons, you get the Buster Rifle, a shield, and 2 energy cartridge pods. These are all relatively simple in design, with the decals making up a lot of the finer details. The gun can easily be held in the gripping hand, the shield clips around the inner forearm, and the cartridges both peg onto the outer forearms. Surprisingly, none of these pose any real weight issues. Housed inside the shield is a single hilt. This, in combination with the included beam effects, give you a beam saber. It's fairly basic as far as beam sabers go, still it does the job just fine. Also, you can open up the compartments on the Gundam's shoulders to reveal small cannons. The last trio of accessories are 2 display adapters and a small model of the pilot, Hero Yui. There's not much to say about the pilot. As for the adapters, the first one lets you connect to an action base for regular flight displays, and it works fine. The second one, however, is mounted at an angle, and this is to support the Wing Gundam's final trick. It's bird mode. By swiveling forward the forearms, activating the reverse knee joints, pulling back the entire backpack unit, attaching both the shield and rifle over the head, and clipping in the energy cartridges, you can form the Wing Gundam EW's long-distance travel mode. It's not hard to perform, nor is it impressive in design. Still, I suppose it's a neat extra gimmick if you're into this sort of thing. When the RG Wing Zero was released last year, I thought it was a fine model kit. Not the most complicated or the best looking real grade, but good enough. Skipped it today, and because the real grade Wing Gundam EW is heavily based on the Zero, I fully expected to have similar thoughts with regards to this kit. And for the most part, I do. But I also think that the Wing Gundam EW is an improvement and overall a better real grade package when compared to its predecessor. Visually, the design of the Wing EW just fits the RG aesthetic so perfectly, and it's a kit that looks great straight out of the box. It's got a diverse selection of accessories and even a transforming bird mode which gives it plenty of options for display. It's not the most complex build, yet it doesn't feel simple either. It's structurally solid and lacks the fiddly nature of earlier real grade kits too. Although, more than anything, when it comes down to it, the 1/144th scale RG Wing Gundam EW is just a really well-balanced model kit experience. It's not bogged down by over-designed complexity, nor is it in need of extra work on the modeler. It's got a little bit of something for everyone, and personally for me, it's the type of model kit that I most enjoy building. But that's all for me. Thanks for watching, and I feel a serene wind blowing. I suppose the White Knight will soon arrive.